What's going on, everybody? We are back with another part of my Tomb Raider Platinum walkthrough. Apolurski here. Thanks for joining me again and following me on this journey of nostalgia and actually one of the best Tomb Raiders, if not the best in the whole franchise. Not my personal favorite, but it's up there. It's top three, I'd say. But yeah, this is mission number 6, England, well, London specifically. And actually, I think this might be my favorite level in the whole game. I always wanted to see Lara in her hometown taking on some sort of a hunt. I guess you are like looking for something, you know. And I believe this is the only time we ever really get it. So basically, what it is, she's figured out that the final piece of the sword is here, somewhere underground, under London, because you know London's a very old city. Hasn't even fully been explored under there, so I mean, it's possible that something like this could exist if you believe in that kind of thing. And it's ironically, it's built on top of a King Arthur museum. So here's bronze number 1. Right off the bat, when you start, open that grate, move the box, get up there, and grab your bronze number 1. You can exit out this way. You have to go this way anyways. I don't know, I'm not sure if you can go out that door because the power's off. So that'd be our next objective. We got to get the power running in that place. There is a missable trophy in this level, and it's I'll show you what it is when the time comes. But it's I think it's called Well Read. So one missable trophy, and then of course we're gonna go over all the treasure locations. So right here, you're gonna want to climb up the windowsill, up and then up to the ledge, shimmy over, and turn the power on. But yeah, I really like the atmosphere of this level, especially this part. It's got like a rainy London vibe, and it's probably my favorite costume of hers in this game too. There's got like the biker apparel on, and actually there's an unlockable cost. There's a ton of, you can unlock all the costumes plus some additional extras, and that's what the purpose of finding the treasures are. Unlockables, right? So there's a version of this outfit with the jacket off, I think is really cool also, which when I do Croft Manor, I'll probably be playing with that costume because it seems like the most casual, something she would wear at home, you know. A bit of a warning on the when I do my Croft Manor playthrough, because that's where you get the rest of the treasures, and I kind of messed it up, and I thought I was recording when I wasn't, and I grabbed 5 bronze trophies or treasures, and I realized I wasn't recording. But I'm gonna re-record the level itself and show you where those things I picked up are at least the locations. So this is actually the missable trophy right here. There's a total of 6 buttons to interact with, and it tells the story, you know, that we all kind of know of King Arthur, like the normal story. You don't really have to sit there and listen to them. I did, just because I wanted to see how they explained it, because I'm kind of like I mentioned in my last video, I'm really into history. My mom's she's a British historian, so I just wanted to hear what they had to say, and it's kind of a slapstick story about, you know, King Arthur and Merlin and Excalibur and all that. But anyway, there's 3 buttons. Those are the first 2, and then there's one over to the other side. You'll see in a moment here. And getting through this area was kind of tricky. I edited it out, but it took me. I couldn't figure out how to get through. So that's the 3rd button there. Make sure you press them all. And again, once she makes the press animation, it'll count towards the trophy. You don't have to sit there and listen to the story. You can kind of hear it as you're moving around anyways. But I think after this, coming up there, yeah, there should be, I think, the first silver of the level right behind her where she's at right now.
I like to think it keeps him sharp.
But I hope you guys are enjoying the game. If it's your first time through, or you're replaying it for nostalgic purposes, or you just love the game, want to play it again, I'm really glad, you know, that Sony's finally doing what we've been wanting forever and making emulation possible. Yeah, okay, it's bronze number 2 through here. So just jump the gap into the hole, and it's in the box right there. And you got bronze number 2, and they're like Holy Roman crosses is the model for this level, which makes sense. But yeah, I'm really glad that what Sony's doing, and I hope they continue. I know we only got 3 games so far. So what you're going to do here is swing across, and then that's going to move automatically. And then you're going to swing to this, but that, once you drop off of it, and it goes all the way down, it'll start a timer, and it's really quick. See how fast it starts to go back up. So I kept trying to like redo the whole thing. But yeah, you have to basically jump back to that one pole, flip around, and then jump over the gap. So right before that, you just seen me hit button number 4 right when you enter this area. Shoot the clasp, knock down the longboat, and the final 2 switches are here. So there's one. Remember, there's 6 in total, so that would be 5, and then 6 is directly in front of, well, now behind Lara. I'm actually listening. That's the way I play games, even if I've played them before. Listen to the stories if they have things like this. One of the best parts. So there's button number 6. It doesn't unlock yet. Basically, it unlocks when the story has been played out, and then you use the little sword in the stone switch. But yeah, probably the best sequence in Suicide Squad was the Arkham museum, the Batman place where you see Batman for the first time, going through and pressing all those little things, and hearing Jack Ryder talk about, you know, what the events that happened in all 3 games. I thought that was really, really awesome. If you could say one positive about that game, see, there's the trophy there. I was waiting for it to pop. I thought it glitched out, but it has to wait till the story stops. So this, you crawl through this. Don't forget this. This is a treasure here, bronze number 3. So make sure you grab that before proceeding through. So we got 3 of 9, bronze, no silvers of 5, and then the 1 gold we haven't got yet. So what you gotta do is, oh, you don't even have to pull the switch. You have to pull this levy and take it backwards to open the door all the way until it's all the way up as far as it can go. And then you're going to need to roll through into that warehouse area because the door will drop on you. So just as soon as you snap the rope, just make a roll real quick and you're here. And this is one of the most tedious parts of the entire game. Don't mind this. I thought maybe some health packs or something would drop out of here. I thought that was grenades up there, but it looks like old rotten cabbage or something. I'm not even sure what that is. You have to drive this forklift and to get one of the treasures. And oh man, it's a doozy. So this part took me like 15 minutes. And when I tell you it's tedious, it's like, I don't know if you guys have ever driven forklift before, but I have, and it's actually easier than it is in this game, believe it or not. So I sped it up here. It's the physics of the boxes, really. It's not the controls of the forklift. It's more of like the physics of the box. You got to get the forks in the pallet like you would in real life, you know, but there's no real way to lock the cargo in. Like, you know, in real life, on a forklift, you can tilt the forks up when you have something on there so it doesn't like slide around. yeah, but you know, this was 2006, so they didn't have that capability. Ironically, this part kind of reminded me of Shenmue, the first one. I don't know if you guys, you'd have to be kind of old to have played that. That was a Dreamcast game where you had to get a regular job and drive forklift. And I thought that at the time I thought it was super cool because no game had that, like an everyday man's working job. Like, so there's silver number 1. So all that work that literally took me like probably 20 minutes, and it wasn't because I was confused. I just kept dropping the boxes. So that's one of the 5 silvers. And as you can see, all I did, you stack two boxes high and then 1 box high to be able to get up in there. So this part is actually pretty fun. You got to get it back on the forklift, but you drive it down this hill, this slope, this staircase, I guess. And it's kind of funny. Laura makes a little quip about it, like, so don't forget, this also has a treasure in it, that crypt. Smash it with the forklift, and you get silver. Yeah, so that'd be silver number 2. So don't forget that one because that can be easily missed. Yeah, she makes kind of a little comment right here after you're going to use the forklift to break through the wall. And I took kind of like a while to get the boxes out of the way, so I edited it out, the boxes. Or I think I blew them up. I got out of the forklift and I threw a grenade right there. But yeah, so then I just ran the wall, and then you just start taking out the death traps. And she says something like, "Oh, this is how I do it," or something. I don't know. So then you use the forks one last time, lift up the gate, and see how the forklift's moving up. That's actually realistic. Like, I had a buddy of mine that happened to him. He was lifting something wrong, and I just so happened to, at work, I just so happened to be the only person right there, and I kind of like saved him because it could have flipped completely over, like front flip, like it was that bad. But yeah, so then the forklift's gone. Thank God. So right here, I forgot to edit getting one of the treasures. So there's actually 3 bronze in this area, and I'm going to show you right here. So before you go down, look up to where you entered. So that's where you entered from, and if you just hit a right and climb, it's really easy. You just climb up, and to where that little arrow is where there's a bronze in there. So don't forget to grab that one, because I had to go back for it and I didn't film it, and I couldn't stomach to do the whole level over just to get that footage. But yeah, you'll find it. Just don't forget. And then there's bronze 5. So the previous one would have been bronze 4. That's bronze 5. And then you're gonna swing across, drop down here, and you can already see bronze 6 is right there. Just speed up because this thing will break. Press triangle as you're going along and jump up in there and grab bronze number 6. Make sure we got them. So 6 of 9 bronze, 2 of 5 silver. So we're moving along. This level, I think the video caps in around 42 minutes or so. But it seems like we're grabbing the treasures really quickly here. But there is some pretty difficult, not difficult, that's not the right word, it's just confusing puzzles here in this level to get like through the story beats. The last puzzle in particular is kind of difficult, and there is a boss fight too that's a little I wouldn't call it tedious, it's just you'll see when it comes around. I'll explain what I mean. But yeah, I'm just looking around, making sure there's nothing else I missed. Fire in the ground, yeah, that's safe. Way to go, London. got a fire that's been burning underneath London for who knows how long.
You're gonna ruin your boots.
Not on the path I'll need to take.
So this part, what you're gonna want, yeah, basically, it's pretty simple. Then you're gonna want to pull that box with you and use it to get back past the next segment. The fire doesn't kill you. If you touch the fire, it doesn't kill you immediately, but I mean, if you're in it for more than a couple seconds, you're gonna die. So just position the box, push it over the fire, like the first grate, so you can get to the, because it's not on that timer. You know what I mean? It just constantly burns. So jump up on that box and jump the gap, just like that, perfect. And then pull the box with you. I think you need to use it to climb over.
Maybe there's a way up and over.
Yeah. Oh, death traps. How long have these been on? Thousands of years. So there's a couple treasures in this area. And this area actually involves the gold too, but you can't get it yet because you come back, you backtrack at the end of the level. So pull the switch, opens the door. That way you can pull crate back with you. So, and it'll stop these fan blades. Just be careful, because you can kind of like, once you start hitting them, the physics are kind of like, actually kind of realistic. It'll kind of like move you with the box as you're like, you'll see right here once I start pushing it through, forcing it through. See, pretty cool. Especially, probably a little bit ahead of its time when it comes to like puzzle physics in a game. So then pull this one out. Yeah, push it. The rope's not gonna. It's gonna be harder with the rope. And you're gonna use this one. You're gonna need both of them. See how it like this is some resistance, yeah. And pull that one out. But yeah, I don't know. I think maybe the reason this level is my favorite is because it starts out in regular London, abandoned building, whatever, and then all of a sudden she finds something that's been hidden away for a long time. So there's your silver number 3. 3 of 5, 6 of 9 bronze. So we almost got all the treasures actually. I'm not sure if we need this box, but I took it with me just in case. I mean, it's always good to have 2. Actually, yeah, you do need it because to get across that fire, you need both boxes. You gotta like kind of line them up, because you won't be able to make that jump if you won't be able to make the jump across without 2 boxes length at least. And you'll even see, I think I touched the tail end of the fire, and it takes like a good chunk of my life away too. Also, I don't know if I've mentioned this in any of the other videos, but I kept forgetting about the rewind feature that some of the older classics have, where you can press start and it'll open up a window to like rewind time instead of like dying and restarting from a checkpoint, because some of these checkpoints can put you quite a bit like further back. But I know it's kind of late in the game, but I actually just kind of forgot about the feature, but I did use it a lot in this level and the last 2 levels. So you see, you gotta get as much distance right there, but I think I still hit it. Yeah, and it took away over half of my life, so just be careful of the fire. Then pull one of the boxes with you. Yeah, it's to hold to prop that door open, because it closes as soon as you, basically almost as soon as you like pull the switch. It only opens for a moment. Even when I push this, you'll see how fast it comes down. But just enough to block it so I can get through. I know I keep saying this is my favorite level, but in it, kind of this part does look a little bit bland. But it opens up into a pretty, really interesting area here coming up soon. So now you're in like a, basically, I guess you can call it like a cistern. Underwater cavern. This is how, like, in medieval times, how like the water supplies that fed the, you know, the castle and the towns, they had to build these cistern. They're called cisterns, where it's natural water source, but it's meant like a well, but like, you know, kind of like an underwater river type deal that they build around to keep the water intact. So this part, there's a bunch of trophies in here. So the editing might look kind of weird because I did have to go back for a couple. So there's bronze 7. Use the chandelier to crack that gate, and then you use your rope to grab it, just like so. And then use that chandelier to break open the grate, and that's gonna allow you to pull that coffin out of there. You're gonna have to use some desecrated remains to navigate your way through this level. I wonder who's in there. Must have been a knight, somebody important. So this part's a little tedious. You got to use the torches to grapple onto, because there's a current in the water, so it'll continue to push you back. And the aiming of, because you can't aim the grapple, it's basically like predicated on where you're looking with the camera. So, and that thing constantly moves, and I was struggling to grab on to that third one there. See, I fell off, but I think this is where I grab it. So yeah, it bases where the rope goes off of like where you're looking at in the environment. So, and the distance too does play a factor. I was trying to pull it in there, but what you have to do is you actually have to, like, yeah, there you go. Pull it forward. Eventually it'll go in, and then once on the ground, just pull it towards you. Keeps that ground button locked in place, so it opens you up to the next area, which is to your right. Then you go down some stairs. Turn your light on. It's dark in here. And this was a confusing part too, because you can see right there, I don't know if there's a little glimmer, there's actually a bronze in there, so don't forget that one. You could pull the switch first, it doesn't really matter. The switch is going to open up to the gate for the coffin to go through, but you see I missed this, so this is me going back for bronze number 8. And there's also a silver in here too, I believe. So just follow the current, and then see the coffin, and went all the way down to the end. But what you actually need to do is, okay, so that's where the coffin ended up. So you got to grab the coffin, or get on the coffin, right? Pull yourself, and I think it should take you around the corner. Oh yeah, pull it there so that you can. Yeah, on the left. Don't forget this, because that you could have used it to jump over right there, and that's the main path. But once you get in there, you're stuck. So you would have to like use the rewind feature or whatever to get back. Which I used actually a bunch of times here to make sure I got these 2 treasures, because I actually did them out of order. I got the silver before I got the bronze, but so now we got 4 silver out of 5. So we need 1 silver, 1 bronze, and then the gold for as far as the treasures go. So yeah, you just pull that, and you're gonna want to go straight. And then that way, yeah. And then jump over the grate straight ahead. And then that'll drop you into the next area. Get a little cutscene right here. And this is when I was like, oh wow, like opens up this huge area, and you hear some noises. There might be something in the water. It doesn't attack you as far as I know, but I just swam to this next area as quick as possible. This is a cool puzzle. It's really simple but fun.
This is brilliant.
So you're gonna pull these torch poles, lantern poles, once each time, and they're gonna stay in place, so you're not like timed right here, but you're timed on the jumps that you're gonna have to make. So pull that one there, jump up, and then jump, swing on the slope, time your jump right, grab it, and it'll automatically take you in that direction. You're going to jump and grapple immediately, and then jump to that one, and it'll swing you around. Boom. And you got it. And now we're going up to the top. This reminds me of like Uncharted, kind of like level design right here. Just, you know, a lot older and not as pretty. So before you go, that's the main path, is that chain right there, but this is a treasure over here, silver number 5, so don't forget to grab that one before going down. And when you get down there, this is the kind of somewhat confusing puzzle. It's been so long since I played this, I didn't remember what to do right here. It also tells a cool story beat here. It's a good cutscene. Everything's starting to kind of come together. And I love a little detail. Those are the Knights of the Round Table. That's their resting place, and that's King Arthur right there. I don't know. I can't say if it's actually him. I don't think it is, but that's encased inside of there is the piece that she's looking for, and it's the hilt of the sword.
They're part of the monomyth. There wasn't just one Excalibur or one Merlin. We keep seeing swords and deises all over the world because they were everywhere.
So you're saying that everywhere they went, they raised up kings, shaping the course of human destiny?
Well, it's a possibility.
Who? And what happened to them and their swords?
Perhaps they're in Avalon. It's as good a place.
So yeah,
Except our Merlin
she's finally starting to figure it all out. Like,
is in the hands of the locals.
basically, you know, they're
I don't know.
Arthur's Excalibur wasn't the only Excalibur, and Avalon, there's like a bunch of kings across a bunch of different kingdoms that were
It says Bedivere returned a fragment
knew of another realm,
after the
basically,
Odyssey carried off
called
the knights.
Avalon, which is where, in the regular story of King Arthur, that's his dominion, right? Avalon is like his city, where his castle is at. So these are the Knights of the Round Table here. That's Bedivere, and you move his part of his casket over to this pillar. You need that to jump up. And this part wasn't it wasn't like I didn't know what to do. It was more of like I kept failing to hit the damn bell. So with the piece of the casket, you're gonna want to put it on that pillar to jump up, to get up there, and then jump to the rope to bring that levee down to lift the bell, and then the chandelier has to keep moving enough to see finally it rings the bell, and that's what cracks the noise. It cracks the thing that the sword piece is in. Yeah, another cool little tidbit here. I edited it out because it was too much a waste of time. I did it for my own personal reasons, but I went to every one of the caskets, and I liked how, so it has all the knights' names on them, and they're actually spelled the way that they were spelled, like way back then, like in Latin, I guess it is.
Zip! Alistair! Zip, what's happening?
Pretty cool attention to detail there. So once you get through here and you got the piece, this is the boss. It's like, wait, hold on, what? Sea serpent? How long's that thing been there? So what you have to do is, it's the targeting system and the timing, I think. You're going to want to dodge its attacks. Don't even bother shooting it. Aim at the bell until it puts its attention towards it, see? And then you're going to use your rope to pull down that metal thing that's the only way you can damage it. And there's 4 of them, so but keep dodging, because he has like an acid spit, and then he has like a lunge, and each one of those actually it takes away about half your health away. See, he almost killed me right there with that one, and I have no med kits, so just try to dodge him, keep shooting at the bell until it's got his attention, and then as quick as you can. See, I missed there. It's the window that's what the tedious part is the window of how long his attention is kept in place for where the thing will hit him, right? So that's halfway, and then it looks like I'm breezing through this, but I actually died like 4 or 5 times right here. And then you got to get closer to him, so it's kind of even more this part is actually more difficult than it looks. I died right here a bunch of times because his attacks get faster, but so that's number 3, and he's almost done. And see, I was waiting for him to attack me so I would have enough time to get his attention, have him move over to this one here, and immediately grabs his attention, and there he goes. So, you know, a little bit on the supernatural side there, or fantasy, I should say, but something different, shake it up, you know, different kind of boss fight. So then you jump in the water. Initially I thought you just climb up his back right here, but no, you have to actually like go around. You'll see I edited it out because I was like, how do I get up there? And then I seen that little pedestal, jump up there, and then you jump up this, and then you get onto his back and follow the path. Do it slowly because you can fall in. Make your way through the cave. Swing across. Jump. Swing. Yee. And surprise, surprise. He's still alive, so make sure you be mindful of this cutscene. This is actually one of the more difficult ones. I actually messed that up once, and he got me, ate me, chewed me up. I thought about putting that clip in here, but to save time, I just, He's like, oh, you're gone now. Couldn't stop you. It would have been cool if they like referenced in lore what that was. You know, it's like a dragon, a sea serpent, but it was there for whatever reason. So now we just got this final bronze and then the gold left. So what you're going to want to do is shoot that clip, because you need to get on the rope chain, and then climb up one of the shields. Doesn't matter which one. Yeah, I thought she would just hop over, but you actually have to jump. I don't know. I was thinking, obviously that chain's there for a reason. I should have, realized you have to jump up and grab the chain. And it also is needed to get out too. So jump down, grab the final bronze of the level, and then jump up, and then grab the rope again, and then turn around. And this is kind of actually hard. This jump is kind of difficult. It took me like 3 tries. Couldn't get the right height on the chain to make the jump. That's it right there. Just make sure you're fully swinged and swinging as much as you can to make that jump. It's a lot farther than it actually looks. See, and she still barely made it. Pull the switch, move along. So with the time trials of this level, of this game, I should say, that's going to be the final piece of the platinum, is the time trials, because you have to play every level again, and every level has a certain amount of, or a certain time limit that you have to beat to pass the time trial. And each time trial, what it does, finishing the level under time, unlocks something to use within time trials, kind of like cheats, like unlimited ammo, for secondary weapons. I think maybe even invincibility. I'm not sure exactly, but you'll see when I get to those videos. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm not going to do them level by level, like video by, for one level. I'm probably gonna do it all in one run, so make one video to doing the time trials, because I was looking at the times and they're pretty quick. Like some of them are like 11 minutes, so we'll see at the end how long the video turns out. Maybe I'll break it in 2 or something, but I plan on doing it all at once, and I might even do it in like a time lapse and just kind of like highlight how to get the time you need. So this is prepping to get gold number 1. So you're gonna want to put that box on that side, and then push this piece of the wall with the number Roman numeral 1 on it. Just make sure it's all the way pushed in, because I had that problem and had to go back to fix one of them. And then same deal, but just on the other side will be button number 2. And also these enemies in here too, wanted to point out, they're like some of the tougher ones. There's door number 2, push it till you can't push no more. Here's another example of something that I bet 90% of people that played this originally like missed, because why would you even go up there? It's just kind of funny. But I respect it too, like, unobvious secrets for collectibles, you know what I mean? So the enemies in this area, oof, I almost died right there. They have like armor on, so you can't do like the jump over on a lot of them, like the where she vaults into slow motion. and if you get close to them, basically they just knock you on your ass. So that guy was normal, so I was able to do it on him. But like most of them, and I think, yeah, a couple of, they even have like riot shields. And then there's number 3 in this room here. Push that all the way in, and there's no cue either, like audio cue that you did something. But if you look to your left, there it is, gold number 1. And that's all the treasures on this level. So as you can see on the PDA, we collected all of them. And then you're gonna want to hit this button to go up. And it seems like this would be the end of the level, but there's still a couple more gunfights that are, you know, not too hard, but not easy either. So, because like I said, they got riot shields. Pull this thing over using your grapple, jump to there. So make sure you pick up grenades, because they can do wonders here. These guys you can't really get close to. So. And you got the dog to worry about. And I don't think I have health packs right here, so I'm kind of fighting for my life.
Cover me.
Yeah, use those boxes as cover when necessary. I mean, if you have health packs, I was kind of stupid and didn't like. I'm kind of like had to use them because I screwed up on some of the traps. But yeah, see, like that guy, you can't do the jump. You can see he's got like a riot mask on. So just keep your distance, weave back and forth, and then you're gonna get surprised here by 2 guys with shields. Just spam grenades. That's what I did. Take care of them real quick, because you can't even really get close to those dudes. They'll just tear you up. Finally I pick up a health kit, but I think this is the end of the level here. There might be guys at the top of these stairs. Yeah, so there's another 2 guys here. So just use your dodge roll. See, I tried to jump on this guy too, and he just negates it. So, well, I'm just gonna do it the old-fashioned way then. And once you take out the last guy, that's the end of the level.
What's going on?
This is kind of a funny cutscene. Shows how, like, I think his name is Zip. He's just like laid back with whatever. Barrow's gonna get him. So that beating that level unlocks Great Britain bronze trophy,
Your credit cards, did they? Is everything all right?
and that'll do it for London. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one. It's already edited. I'm gonna have that uploaded tonight, and it's the finale. So like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys so much, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.